So about a week ago, Mumbo made a video where he made an elevator with bubble columns, and it was a multi-floor elevator. So I decided that it could use some, not really compacting, but I think it could be better. So over here, we have my design. It has 4 floors, 5 if you include the ground floor, which is represented by this really ugly looking G. And over here we have 4 buttons, each one corresponding to each floor. And if we select none of the floors and try to go in, we won't go anywhere because there's nowhere to go yet. So let's say we select floor number 3. This light will pop up, indicating that we're going to floor number 3, and we can go up the elevator, and then we stop at floor number 3. And to get down, all we do is push this button over here, get in the elevator, and then we get sucked right down to the ground floor, and the lamps get reset again. So let's say we want to go to floor number 4. Never mind, no, 1. Let's go to floor number 1. This light activates, get in, go to floor number 1. Now we can just push this button and go back down. But let's say we just press floor number 2, and then you're all the way here at floor number 3. Oh no, what do I do now? The floor under me has been chosen and stuff, and now I'm stuck. Well, you just push the down button, and then all the floors get reset, and you go all the way back down. So if we just take a look at the redstone, it isn't as much as you might think. All it is just a selector panel and a few pistons pushing some blocks. So first things first, the selector panel. So let's say we push floor number 2. It will activate the bottom dropper, and this comparator activates. It'll send a signal down here to that corresponding lamp, and it'll also send a signal to these torches. This torch tower goes up to this piston, which extends this block, so then when we go into the elevator, we can't get up any higher because the block is in the way. Now, when the piston retracts, that water has to become a water source again. So over here we have just 2 concealed water sources that make the middle water a water source. And how the down function works is all of these buttons are hooked together by this torch tower, so we just follow it down here. It activates this piston, which resets the selector panel and all the pistons. And then it'll go down here and activate this swapper, swapping that soul sand that it has right now for a magma block. And then when you are down again and want to go back up, these buttons will go to the block swapper and swap it back to soul sand, and then do its thing with the pistons. Now there's some really cool things about this design. You can have as many floors as you want. This thing is infinitely, I guess, expandable to, I don't know, to the height limit. You can make as many floors as you want. And another great thing about it is all the floors don't have to be spaced out the same. They can be spaced out differently, so floor number 3 can be like 2 blocks above floor number 2, and floor number 4 could be, I don't know, maybe 60 blocks if you really want to. Now, the only downside to this elevator is that you could drown, and drowning is not good. You also need these fence gates, which all they do is just block the water and let you go through, and they look pretty. I just chose fence gates because it looked the nicest. So I hope you enjoyed this video about this explanation on this elevator. So I'll see you in the next video then. Goodbye.